our student-athlete guests from Arizona, Keelan Boswell, the head coach, Tommy Lloyd.
Kylan Boswell.
Kylan, excuse me. Okay, appreciate it. Coach Lloyd.
Yep.
And
Ajulis Tabelas.
thank you, sir. Coach, tough one.
Yeah, no, listen, I've been blessed. I've had a great start to my coaching career, at Gonzaga, then coming to Arizona, and, there's going to be some bad with a lot of good, and I'm built for it. And, this is going to be a small setback, because, not for me. I'm just sad for these guys that they don't get to experience how special an NCAA run is, because these guys were built to do that. And we ran into a good team today that made all the right plays at the right time, and we weren't able to separate from them enough when we had opportunities. And that's what happens when you are able to stick around a basketball game. I mean, they made enough plays down the stretch, and we didn't. And I'll tip my hat to them. I mean, they're a hard team to play against. I knew it was going to be a tough game. I just know that program has a ton of pride, and they're well coached and have great fundamentals, and that showed today.
Questions?
Coach, I just want to get your thoughts on Princeton's defense. It seemed like every time the ball went down in the paint, they had at least 3 players around ball.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you sit here in my seat, you have, an All-American big guy, an All-Conference big guy. You go inside over and over and over and over again, and you shoot 7 free throws. I mean, I don't know if they're fouls or not, but I mean, they must not have been, because obviously they didn't get called. And that there's a, when the game is reffed like that, it makes it tough. When you have an advantage that gets, either they're really physical and not fouling, or they're not calling the fouls. And I haven't reviewed the game, so I'm not saying one way or another, but it makes it tough. It makes it tough, and when your advantage gets negated a little bit. And I thought we did a good job, for the most part, having a pretty good conviction of going inside. We didn't make enough shots, and we didn't get rewarded with whistles. And, that's how it goes.
Got a Zoom question. Sir, are you with us? What's your question?
Yes, Coach. So what are some things that you guys could have done differently down the stretch to have been able to pull off the victory?
Well, I mean, obviously, I think they got a couple offensive rebounds, that led to big plays. And, we got the ball in front of the rim a couple of times and didn't deliver, and I didn't think our end of the game execution, I didn't think our poise was what it has been in close games, and that's a little disappointing. But, I told our guys, if you want to be a great player or you want to be a great coach, we all got to learn from this. We got to go back and figure out what happened and understand the value of being up 10 or 12 points with 10 minutes to go and putting the hammer on people and not letting people get back in the game. And traditionally, we've been built to do that. Recently, we've kind of struggled in that area a little bit and kind of let people back in the game. And if you play with fire, you're going to get burned. And obviously, we did today.
Question in the back.
Coach, Pelle Larsson and Kerr both said that there was a lack of energy they felt in the game. What do you attribute that to?
Yeah, I mean, that's interesting. I don't know. I know that wasn't the message. I thought we had a good week of preparation, and I thought we were, trying to build for a tournament run. And, maybe, I don't know, maybe some of these guys just, were a little bit nervous. I don't know, and or they expected the game to be easier when it was, but that definitely wasn't the message from the coaching staff. And, I just know this: nothing great in life is achieved without energy and enthusiasm. So, I think that's one of those things these players need to take a look in the mirror. And that's a controllable by them, is their effort and their energy. So we can be better there.
Question in the back.
Yeah, Tommy, when you look back at the season as a whole, not just today, how would you look at it when you have some time to reflect?
I think we had a great season. We had a great season. We obviously, we're still trying to build and develop this program, and I'm still trying to develop as a coach. And, I think we were ranked in the top 10 for most of the year, and I think these guys earned that. I thought we performed well on lots of big stages. Just unfortunately, ultimately you're going to be judged sometimes how you play in this tournament, and that's the good and the bad of it. And so, like I said, I've been on the good side a lot, so I'm tough enough to be on the bad side and learn from this and have it kind of help re-energize me to make sure that we come back better as a program from this.
Question in the back?
Yes, for either of the players, is there anything that you think you could point to for why, not just this game, but other times in the season when you've had those large leads that they've gone away? Anything that you think you guys could have done differently or that went wrong in particular?
Just to take care of the ball and don't rush with their shots. And I feel like we did that every time we were up 10, and then they get a fast break or N1 or fast break 3. So I don't know. We just need to be more consistent on that.
Antonio?
Tony Harvey, NBC Sports Radio. And no disrespect to Coach Lloyd or the young man from Champaign, Illinois, or the rest of the Arizona program basketball players, but Tabulis, you come from a long line of great athletes in Lithuania. Arvydas, Sabonis, and Jonas. They still in the league. You thought about your future right now. I know this is a quick exit, unfortunate exit for you guys, but what is your thoughts, going forward about your future now?
My thoughts right now are just to get better, take some time off, and get back in the gym. I have no idea where I'm gonna play. I have no idea where I want to play, what to do. We just lost a tough game, so you can't really expect an answer right now. So I don't know.
Jerry?
Coach, you said you were built for this. I'm wondering just, what has you kind of so composed right now, just 20 minutes after the game, and really like looking forward as opposed to just expressing your disappointment on the stage right now?
Well, I would just say I know how hard it is, and I respect how hard it is. And, if you want to do great things in life, you got to be willing to step in some dog shit once in a while, and that's just how it is. And we did today, and a lot of it was self-inflicted, but a lot of it was from a great opponent, who has a lot of pride. And I knew it was going to be a hard game. So, this coaching thing is hard because you're literally judged on wins and losses in a moment's notice. I don't think that's a healthy way to live your life if you are a coach. I know it's gut-wrenching, and I'll probably go through, a sway of emotions in the next few days. But, I love what I do, and I couldn't imagine having a real job, and I'm thankful for the job, and I'm thankful for the opportunity our president who's sitting here gave me, and I owe it to the game of basketball. I owe it to these players. I owe it to my family to keep my head up, stay classy, and 'cause I think that's the only way to operate. And I promise you, I'll get better from this. I have lots of room to grow as a coach, and I'm hard on myself every day, and I can't wait to roll up my sleeves and start the process of getting better.
Sir?
Kylan, I just want to ask you about this year and looking forward to the future, since people have seen you as, I guess, the future of Arizona at the position. What can you build off of from yourself and this team from this season?
I would say just going back to the drawing board with Coach Lloyd, coaching staff, regrouping as a team. It's really our main focus. Just getting ready to go into the summer, getting prepared for next season. But that's pretty much.
Question over here? Nope. Any other questions? over here, far left.
Tommy, I was just wondering if, you guys have gone so well with that 7-man rotation, then a couple key guys are banged up. How much of that is a factor that just maybe caught up with you a little bit?
We'll never know. We're not using that as any excuses. We'll never know. And I'm sure everybody has, injuries this time of year, and our players that were a little banged up played, and they were out there and they were functioning. So I mean, I don't know if that really had anything to do with it.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you very much.
Bruce, you get one last one. Here we go.
Anybody?
Thanks. I was just wondering, Tommy, and maybe you guys too, just if you could wrap up the season, and in the sense that, and I know it's hard to right now, but everybody, you did lose the 3 guys to the NBA, and what you accomplished. How would you kind of characterize?
Listen, I love the direction the program's going. I mean, this isn't going to be a step back, and it's not going to be a setback. We as a program have to rally around that. We control how we react from this. So, I'm super proud of these guys. I'm super proud of all those guys in the locker room. I mean, you know what? They've done a lot for me in my life, and I'm thankful for them every single day. And you know what? I wish the result was different. We could keep playing on because, they're deserving, but that's how it goes sometimes. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, fellas.